Hello and welcome. I'm excited to show you how MakersHub can revolutionize your accounts payable process. Whether you're a seasoned accountant or a busy AP professional, MakersHub was designed to streamline your workflow, make it faster and more accurate. I'm going to cover some key features that will make a huge difference in your day-to-day operations. Advanced data capture, line item detail, purchase order matching, a highly configurable approval workflow, and two-way sync with all versions of QuickBooks. So let's dive in. When you first log into MakersHub, you're welcomed by the dashboard screen, a clear, intuitive overview of your accounts payable landscape. Here, you can see all incoming bills, receipts, outstanding bills to pay, and any scheduled payments. Everything you need is right here, ready for you when you log in. Let's click in and review some bills. It's easy to get bills into MakersHub. You can drag and drop them directly into the system, email bills to a unique, secure MakersHub address, or even upload bills using a simple copy and paste screenshot. Most users prefer the unique email option, automatically bringing invoices into the system. Now let's take a closer look at a bill. On the left-hand side, we display the original bill image. On the right, we have all the data that MakersHub has extracted for you, starting with the basic invoice details. MakersHub displays the entire invoice with all the essential information automatically extracted, including the vendor detail, invoice date, payment terms, and PO information. This saves you time by eliminating the need to manually enter or verify basic data. But here's where MakersHub really shines. We don't just pull in the totals, we capture each line item in detail, giving you complete visibility into every product, service, and charge on the invoice. This level of detail allows for precise tracking and expense allocation. Additionally, MakersHub pulls in your QuickBooks customers and projects, chart of accounts, and classes, making it easy to code your bills accurately from this interface. And because MakersHub mirrors QuickBooks, the layout is consistent with your accounting structure, keeping everything familiar and easy to reconcile between systems. If you create purchase orders in QuickBooks, you can easily manage them by automatically pulling the POs over and matching them to incoming bills. You have the flexibility to match all line items at once or select individual items one at a time. Once you've matched the bill to the purchase order and approved it, MakersHub takes care of the rest, syncing back to QuickBooks, updating the PO status, and reflecting any inventory received. This ensures that your records are accurate and keeps your inventory up to date without extra steps, streamlining both your purchasing and your accounting workflows. You can also split bills across multiple departments, projects, or clients, and also gives you the option to collapse some of the line items or all when you need a more summarized view. This flexibility means you can adjust each invoice to meet specific reporting and tracking needs. Dealing with receipts is simple and efficient. Whether your receipts arrive in a file mixed with other bills or directly through email, it's easy to manage them all. You can mark receipts as paid, specify the correct payment account directly within MakersHub, automatically creating both the bill and payment record in QuickBooks. This way, your receipts are organized, accurately recorded, and fully integrated with your accounting system. Managing receipts is fast and seamless, ensuring everything stays in sync. Now let's talk about integration mapping. This powerful tool lets you set up custom rules to precisely handle items and categories, charts of accounts, accounting classes, and customers and projects. With integration mapping, you can define rules that automatically classify the line items as they come in, streamlining your accounts payable process. For example, specific line item descriptions like sales tax can be used to designate chart of account codes in QuickBooks, eliminating manual coding. The same flexibility applies for mapping to classes, customers, or projects, so every expense is recorded exactly where it belongs, fully aligned with QuickBooks. In short, integration mapping saves time and reduces error by handling complex coding and categorization rules automatically, MakersHub also offers flexible approval workflows tailored to meet any company's unique needs. From simple setups to complex multi-layered approvals, workflows can be configured based on 10 different conditions, including total amount, vendor name, PO number, class, and much more. This gives you complete control over who needs to approve what. Recognizing that many approvers prefer the convenience of email, MakersHub can send email notifications when a bill is ready for review. Approvers can then examine the bill details, view supporting documents directly from the email, and then approve or reject them with comments. There is no need to log into MakersHub. And if an extra approver needs to be added at the last minute, that's simple too. You can add them to the workflow on the fly. With MakersHub, approvals are streamlined, flexible, and as detailed as you need, helping you maintain control over every step of the process. Now that the bill has been fully coded and all approvals are complete, let's look at how this appears in QuickBooks. MakersHub two-way sync ensures that every detail we extracted seamlessly updates QuickBooks with precision. Let's pull up this Rushco bill to review what's been synced. All the details from MakersHub, including customer project assignments, class codes, and detailed quantities, are transferred accurately into QuickBooks. We also include a link to the original bill processed by MakersHub, allowing you to view the source document directly from QuickBooks at any time. This integration keeps all your information accessible, organized, and fully in sync with no extra effort. Since all of our bills are approved, let's move to the Accounts Payable tab to schedule some payments. Here we can click View Sort Options to organize and filter our payments list, making it easier to review bills based on specific criteria. Users can even create and save custom filters for streamlined workflow. Past due bills are highlighted with a red border, clearly indicating action is needed, and vendors without a saved payment method are marked without a green check. We don't have to leave our current workflow to handle vendor updates. Simply click the vendor name and securely add payment method to add ACH or check information, or send the vendor a secure email link to submit their payment details. For compliance, MakersHub also flags vendors missing a verified W-9, giving you the option to prevent payment until the W-9 is on file. Once our bills are ready, we simply click Schedule Payment, and MakersHub takes care of the rest. Each payment clears your bank account individually, eliminating the need for a clearing account in QuickBooks. This keeps your records accurate and fully aligned with your bank activity, making reconciliation a breeze. Once bills are approved for payment, they enter their designated payment approval workflow if you have one set up. This is a final layer of review specific to payments. Bills remain in this tab, organized by the due date until paid. After payment, each bill moves into the Payments Archive, which we'll talk about next. This archive keeps a complete record of all payments, ensuring every transaction is accessible and traceable whenever needed. MakersHub automatically archives all bills, whether approved or rejected. This archive gives you a complete searchable record of every transaction since you started using MakersHub, allowing you to effortlessly review details for any past transaction. You can filter by tags, vendors, approver amount, or transaction number, and create custom filters to streamline future searches. All archived information can be exported to Excel with the pre-filled links to the actual bill record, making it easy to access details in one place. Finally, let's look at the Payments Archive tab. This tab records all payments made through MakersHub or QuickBooks, providing a wealth of detail for vendor inquiries. Payments processed through MakersHub are highlighted in green, and when clicked, reveal full transaction details, including the creation date, source bank account, and the check's destination. You can also view images of the mailed check and the front and back images of the deposited check for complete visibility. If a check hasn't been received, you can cancel and reissue it directly from this screen with a single click. ACH payments offer the same visibility, and as long as you're within the ACH processing window, you can also stop and reissue ACH payments as needed. With MakersHub Comprehensive Archiving, You have complete control and visibility over every bill and payment, making it easy to manage records, respond to vendor inquiries, and keep your accounts accurate. So that's a brief tour of what MakersHub can do for your AP process. With automated data capture, easy learning tools, flexible approvals, PO matching, W-9 management, optimized payments, and seamless integration with QuickBooks, MakersHub is here to simplify your work and help you manage your AP with more control and confidence. MakersHub, making AP unbelievably enjoyable.